Can we go back to normal before we have a vaccine? If everything goes smoothly, I expect one by the end of the first quarter of next year, although that's still a long wait. Too long. Look, I firmly believe we'll get a vaccine eventually. I spoke to Sanofi earlier today about their partnership with GlaxoSmithKline, come up with something. I'm trying to get myself into the J&J vaccine trial that was announced yesterday. Unfortunately, it takes a long time to know whether any of these vaccines actually work. You have to give it to people and then wait to see if they get infected. Plus, even if we do get a COVID vaccine, we can't assume everyone will take it. Our government hasn't exactly done a real good job with the pandemic, and the whole issue's become politicized. Suboptimal. But what if there's another option? Abbott Labs has a rapid antigen test, okay? It's called Binax Now. Binax Now. B-I-N-A-X, then capital N-O-W. Binax Now. And it's coupled with an app, and I'm going to show you the app for a second. It's coupled with a thing called the Navica app. And this shows you if you, well, let's say if it shows you that you have no COVID, you'll be able to wand it and get into where you otherwise might not be able to. Yes, it shows you if it's safe to be admitted to public spaces. Right now, it's hard to find these 15-minute tests that go into Navica because the government's devouring all the supply. The Fed's ordered 150 million of them. That's pretty much everything Abbott makes. But hopefully Abbott can ramp up production because this is exactly what we need. The process is easy. You go to a clinic or pharmacy, they take that nasal swab, not a hard one, and wipe it on a card like a credit card. And then in 15 minutes, you know if you got COVID. 97% accuracy. Whole thing costs $5. That's a lot cheaper than the on-the-spot $250 test that United will be offering for customers flying to Hawaii. No, thank you. Even better, the results will be downloaded to Abbott's Navica app, which gives you a QR code to show that you tested negative. Why doesn't United just adopt Navica? We get enough of these tests out there, and we could reopen just about everything, so long as customers have to scan that QR code before they get in. Bars, football games, offices, my restaurants, and most importantly, schools. There's no way to safely reopen schools without a mass testing. And I think that's a big part of the reason why cases are rising again, but also a big reason why the Feds bought all those test kits from Abbott, I think, to give them to the schools. Once Abbott Labs gets fully up to speed, though, this is going to be the game changer. I'm telling you this. They're spending hundreds of millions of dollars right now to mass produce these test kits in huge factories all over this country. By October, management says they can make 50 million of them per month. Once we have enough, the drugstores can take over. Yeah, they don't have to keep giving the Feds and make the tests available to everyone. By the way, the pharmacist is allowed to give the test. You don't need a doctor. Honestly, I wish they were making 300 million a month because, well, then everything would open. But it's a start. So here's what I envision. First, and this is the most impossible thing I'm going to be saying all week, the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. Lost half the people immediately. Even though I've been incredibly disciplined about protecting myself from the virus, some would say insanely disciplined, I would absolutely go to the Super Bowl because I'm a total knucklehead Birds fanatic. Hopefully by Super Bowl weekend in February, everyone will have downloaded the Navica app. It didn't cost me anything. And the airports, the stadiums, everyone's going to have Navica screeners. So what am I going to do? The day before I go to the airport to fly to Tampa Bay, I'm going to go to my CVS around the block. I'm going to get the Abbott non-invasive 15-minute test. The results will be uploaded to my phone by the time I walk home. You might have heard that you need to have some reason in order to take the test, but I think everyone's got plenty of reasons. And if you can't get tested legitimately, well, all you got to do is say, well, hey, listen, I am worried about a colleague's cough, because you are. I get my results within 15 minutes. They go to the Navica app. All right, you with me so far? And then I get to the airport the next day. What happens? Well, again, I just want it. Get on the plane, assuming I test negative. Then when I get to the stadium, what happens? I just want it and gets me to the big game. And while we're being optimistic, let's assume the Eagles beat the Patriots for the second time in 4 years. And after that, I'm going to wand it into Disney World and get right in. Of course, there's a catch. Because the test is only 97% effective, you still need to wear a mask. But 97% is a heck of a lot better than 0%, which is the current standard. Will any of this actually happen? Listen, if everything goes right, I think it's a real possibility. Although when it comes to COVID, our country's track record tells us anything that can go wrong will go wrong. But in theory, all this is possible. We have the technology, people, right now. I just don't know if we have the will or the organization. But if we do, this economy is going to get a heck of a lot better much faster because of Navica, because of Abbott Labs, and you'll want to be there in the stock market when it does. Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to win. Stick with Cramer.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.